Hi, I'm Mas, and I took a career break to go traveling for 3 months around Latin America. First stop, Oaxaca City. We arrived at 1 p.m. and decided we weren't going to waste any time. So, after a quick shower, we were out the door and straight into the cutest little cafe. Did you know that Oaxaca region is famous for its chocolate? Well, I didn't, so of course, I had to get a hot chocolate con chili. And if you're in Oaxaca and want to try this out for yourself, I highly recommend you visit Cafeto Cacao. And if you love it enough, you can also pick some up to take home with you from 20th of November market. If you're not a hot cocoa person and you really need your fix of coffee, particularly a flat white, then you can visit Kyo. Great flat white. We then came back to the hostel, chilled before heading out for dinner at La Bu Fermentera. Again, highly recommend. If you do end up going, you'll probably catch one of the street shows that happen just outside the church on Gurion Garden Road. Also, guys, I've not been working out for like more than a month before jetting off because I've not been at home, and it's just been that feeling, you know, when you're out of sync with your routine, you don't have access to your usual gym or stuff. I was getting a couple of qualifications, delivering a couple of big projects, and having to complete handover for work. Short moan about my life over. Point is, I told myself that I'd be working out religiously on this trip, and so far I've managed to keep that promise to myself despite the severe jet lags. So follow me at Mass Muscle Mind to see how I'm managing that while traveling. Anywho, we pretty much just walked around and ate food the whole time we were in Oaxaca, but I figured that's what everyone does, right? Other people at the hostel we stayed at paid for tours and went to cooking classes, which we also wanted to do, but hey, in the end we walked our own path and still got a taste of Oaxaca, no pun intended. Speaking of the hostel, if you're ever in Oaxaca, I highly recommend staying at Azul Cielo. From speaking to other travelers, I understood they felt its magic too. Firstly, the complimentary breakfast they serve is bomb, and you can follow my page and watch out for the Mexico food reel I've got coming. Also, the staff was so lovely, and once a week they also offered a dinner experience where you learn about the tradition of making mole and then get to eat some. Also, they offer yoga on the rooftop most mornings, and the instructor Selena was so receptive to her students' needs. Lord knows my shoulders and neck needed a good stretch after carrying those big bags. She also plugged us into the salsa scene in Oaxaca, which was such a vibe, although I was slightly overwhelmed, but we met a fellow traveler named Sky at salsa, and I'm so glad that we did. We heart Sky. Okay, final point about Azul. I already said it's a great environment to meet people, and we honestly made so many friends which we've overlapped with for different legs of the journey so far. I follow a few on social media now, so hey guys. I was in desperate need of more tops, and we managed to find this thrift shop called Vikers in Oaxaca City, and we were pleasantly surprised by their stock. Like I said, I've been working out, and pull-up training is part of my routine, so that meant I had to hit an actual gym. Conveniently, Rubicon Gym was about a 7-minute walk away from the hostel and reasonably priced at 90 pesos for a day pass. That's less than £4. Can you imagine getting those prices in London? We spent our final day trying market and street food with no guide. We had memelas at the now famous Donna Vale's Memelas. I picked up some bits to take onwards with me, and we thought we'd have an early night that night since the next day was a travel day, but we gave in to peer pressure from our new hostel friends and ended up hitting a reggaeton club. I don't think it's quite settled in that we're doing this yet, but I did quickly learn that living out of a backpack is brutal. Anywho, I've prepared an itinerary and recommendations, so get ready to screenshot. We're off to the coast after this, so catch you there.